In today's video, I'm going to show you what's new on the Note 8 and Samsung DeX. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And today we're using the Note 8 on the Samsung DeX Station, and we're going to use this software feature that comes with the phone called Samsung DeX. So when you first plug the phone in, it opens up the screen to make sure that you have your TV or your monitor set to the right settings so that you can see the entire screen. And here I'm just going to say do not show again and click OK. Now the DeX Station has multiple ports on the back. One is a USB-C to power the device. Then you have the HDMI that allows you to mirror the screen. You have a Ethernet port and two USB ports that allow you to plug in a mouse or a keyboard. And if you want to see a full tutorial on everything that the DeX can do, make sure you click the pop-up on screen. But today, I'm just going to show you the new features that you can use. So the first thing I want to show you is a few software changes that are on the Samsung DeX. So here in the bottom left hand, we have the apps. So when we open this up, we can then go and see all of the apps in this nice new apps menu or app drawer. So you can easily find what you want. If you want to find a specific application up here at the top, you do have the search button. So you can do that right there. And then you will see that there is this pop-up keyboard on screen. So if you want to adjust any of the settings of Samsung DeX, just click the menu right up here and go to Samsung DeX settings. And then in here, I can change my screen timeout from 10 minutes. Maybe I want it to be 60 minutes before it times out. I can change the wallpaper, the pointer speed. Right here, I can choose to have the on-screen keyboard turn on or off. And then you can have marketing information and Samsung DeX Labs turned on. So that's how you change all the settings. So another thing you can find in here in the settings is all the shortcut commands. So if I select pointer speed and then I go to physical keyboard, I can see the keyboard shortcuts right here. So this will show you all the different things that you can use on the actual keyboard of the device when you are using DeX. So that's the first setting. The next setting I want to show you is using video chat applications while you are in DeX. So in this demo, I'm going to be using the Zoom video chat application. And here I'm going to start a meeting, and I'm going to invite a special guest today that we have on the show, and I'm going to share this with them. All right, so today I have invited Jimmy as promo, so I just invited him to this chat. Hey, what's up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much, just showing everybody how to use the Samsung DeX. So I'm going to put you in the DeX Station real quick, so hang on. So I started the video chat here in the phone, and now I just put him in Samsung DeX, and it should automatically port over. And then when I open Samsung DeX, I just need to open the Zoom application, and there we have our conversation is still going. I can even put him in full screen, and we're just using the audio here on the Note 8. How does it sound?
It's good, man. It sounds really good. Yeah, I know I'd be able to plug it into YouTube, or I should say, a headset or Bluetooth audio. So it's looking really good on my end. Swipe over to the left, it puts me, I think, in the driving mode. Right now, I see you on my main screen. I'm in the smaller right side. And then now on the extremely right side, if I keep swiping, it's got me on the left and then you on the right-hand side.
Okay, sweet. I see the same thing. Well, this is a pretty awesome way to use a video chat application, and then you just drop it in the DeX, and you can carry on your conversation. So thanks so much for joining us today, Jimmy.
No problem, dude. Hey, check this out. Let me see if I can switch my camera here. Yeah.
Oh my, hoverboard.
You gotta go to the park sometimes, just ride your Segway, you know?
That's good. Okay, well, thank you so much. We'll have everyone head to your channel after this video to check out your latest update.
Sounds good, buddy. I'm actually just here at the park about to shoot 2 different videos, so good luck. Thanks for the call.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
Okay, thanks so much.
Later, buddy.
Bye. So that's how easy it was to use video chat when using the Samsung DeX. There are many other applications that you can use. So next, I want to show you the speed difference on a speed test when you're using Wi-Fi versus a Ethernet connection. So here, I'm going to open the speed test app. I am right now just on Wi-Fi. I have about a 50 megabit connection. So I'm going to click begin test and go through this real quick. Okay, there you go, 56 down and 77 meg up. Now when you plug in the Ethernet cable down here in the bottom, you will see an Ethernet icon pop up. you can also click the settings and go to Ethernet cable, tap to set up. So I can click on here and we can see it's connected, and I can configure the Ethernet device if I need to. So of course my Note8 has multiple inputs, multiple outputs, was able to do awesome with my AC router, but we're going to test again and see if anything changed on the download and upload speed. There isn't any other streaming or anything going on in the house, so we have some pretty awesome network speeds today. So there you go, 5477, very similar in the Ethernet and the Wi-Fi. So maybe you don't have a strong Wi-Fi network at your home. I'm only about 20 feet away from my router, but if you do have network issues, maybe you want to check out getting a Ethernet cable. So the next option I want to talk about is using games on the Note8 Samsung DeX. So before, when you launched a game, it would only open up into a small window. So right now, if I open a game, it's just going to open in this mini window. But if I go and close this and I open the new game launcher on the screen, it's then going to allow different games to populate in here, and I can open them in a full screen app. So certain games may not work, like Clash of Clans isn't supported for keyboard input. It requires touch input, so it just isn't going to work. We also have this other game called After Pulse that won't work in here as well. Okay, let's open up Mario, and we can see that he has been put in a full screen mode. I can click touch to begin, and right now all of the sound is just coming out of the phone. So here we can go in, and when I use my mouse for touch, that works just like touching the screen. So I can easily move around and navigate through, and this is where you may want to change your pointer speed to be a bit higher. And we can start. All right, here we go. All right, there you go. There's Mario. So next, I'm going to show you a game called Vainglory. So this is one of the games that really is awesome graphic-wise on the Galaxy Note 8, and it works really well with the touchscreen controls on screen. So here we can just go in. You can see very smooth, very fast. So here you can just click around. I have my superpower down here. The graphics on this look awesome. It pulls up full screen, makes it really easy to use. All right, there you go. That is gaming. So next I want to show you how a USB drive works. So I'm going to pull out the keyboard right here, and I'm going to put in a USB flash drive. You could use a flash drive, or a USB powered hard drive will work with the Samsung DeX. So all I need to do is go into the My Files application, and then down here you'll see that the USB storage drive has been added, and you need to make sure that you have the right format. It may prompt you to format it correctly, so make sure you have all your files off before you do any formatting. So I'm just going to click on that, open it up. Here we have Guardians of the Galaxy on the drive. So I am running this movie right off of the drive. I can then open it up into full screen. So you can also pair a Bluetooth speaker to your phone so you can have better sound. Also, one other cool trick is if you have two different speakers, so say I have another audio speaker over here, I can go into my settings and go to dual audio. And when I turn on dual audio, this allows me to have two speakers paired to one phone at one time. So to add the second speaker, all you need to do is put the other speaker in pairing mode, and then I just need to select that speaker, and now we have two forms of audio connected to our device. This is because it has Bluetooth 5.0. And now we have that. So now let's jump in and go into Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I can come in here and jump up the volume. So then in here you see I have full controls of the video. I can skip ahead. I can go to any portion. And then if I want to, down here at the bottom, I do have the GIF creating option where it will choose 2 to 6 seconds where I can create a GIF. I can change the speed, so I can increase the speed, do half speed, or I can have it play forward, backwards, or back and forward. So that is how you use the media player on Samsung DeX. So all the video files from your USB drive will open up. Another app option that you have when using the Samsung DeX is remote logging into your full PC. So maybe you don't have an app that works with Android. You can simply go into a remote desktop client. Here I'm using Microsoft Remote Desktop Client, and I can go in and let's rotate this right here. and I have full access to those applications. So it depends on which app you use. Maybe they format differently. So here you can see that my screen is a little bit smaller, but I do have access to all of my apps and everything. So I can even do commands. I can open the Windows key. I can send that. And then I can open up any apps or view files or photos. Maybe I want to email myself something. I can go in here and do that with the remote desktop client. There are different applications, like with the Zoom app that I showed you, you can share your screen with that for when you're doing video chats. Maybe you want to try other remote desktop applications. Maybe they will have a better experience, but that's how you can remote desktop into your actual PC. The last update that Samsung did make with the Samsung DeX is you can use some of Samsung cases. Like here I have the flip cover. I can just place that on the DeX and it will go into Samsung DeX mode. Now when you're using this, you won't have access to your camera or the iris scanner. So if you use any of those options, maybe this case won't be the option for you. I hope this video was helpful to you in learning about the Note 8 on the Samsung DeX. If you want to learn more about the DeX, make sure you click the link in the description below. And if this is your first time here, I'd love for you to subscribe so that you can be notified of my new and upcoming videos. And if you head over to my channel page and go to playlists, then scroll down and find the Note 8 tips and tricks tutorial. If you go in here and click the bell icon, you will then be notified of every new video I add to the Note 8 playlist, which will help you learn more about your phone. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.